Come along, it's good fun, it's interesting, it's different, so yeah.
I'd say it's very fun. He's very energetic, gives you a lot of little trivia things that nobody else is going to tell you.
It's a pretty cool tour where they're a little bit more eccentric than in other tours, and that they have a ukulele, which is pretty fun.
It's a very unique way to see San Francisco, not the touristy, common way, and not so many people. So, and it doesn't, get tiring.
Here we go. A 1, a 2, a 1, 2, 3. Dun, 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 so welcome to Wild SF Walking Tours. I hope that you don't feel very bored in the next few hours as we learn about the city, the vile, the grotesque, the ugly, and the pretty here in San Francisco. But please don't call it Frisco. It's here in San Francisco. But please don't call it Frisco. Please don't call it Frisco. Thank you.
Tours are a free-to-join walking tour that's donation-based that touches on a lot of the history that you normally see, but also off the beaten path stories that are sometimes provocative, but oftentimes very socially aware. And also a component of our walking tours is a large part is to just get people out of their shells and talking to each other and having a great time. By the end, hopefully, we'll all have lunch, and these people may be hanging out with each other for the rest of their stay in San Francisco. Somewhere over the rainbow in the USA, there's a land called the Castro where life is gay. Okay. It's led by two artists who are also entrepreneurs, who are also, academics as well. Essentially, we are travelers at heart and trying to embody that.
But our tours are a little bit more unique because we try to take people really inside of the history and really get a little bit more in-depth with the places and have a pretty personal connection with people along the way. The other tours, I don't think they spend time playing games with you and learning your names and learning where you're from and why you're traveling and who you're with, and really trying to create that personal connection. We're trying to do something that gets history through, but along the way it's also about the connections you make. My favorite stories to tell are about Shanghai Kelly down in the tunnel that we get to walk into, telling people about how lawless and criminal things were in San Francisco during the gold rush is awesome because it's the truth. I was treated like a dog on that boat, yo-ho, with not a stinking penny to my name, yo-ho. So we jumped ship in San Francisco to find food for our belly, only to end up on board for that bastard Shanghai Kelly, yo-ho. I still love San Francisco, and it stays really fresh for that reason, because every tour I feel like I'm learning something else about the city or seeing it in a new way.
Yeah, we do quite a lot as young entrepreneurs just starting off. We have our flyers, which we pass out in dozens of hostels, hotels, cafes, bookstores, and things like this. We have a zine that we just published as well. It's a guide to the mission.
All of our favorite bars, restaurants, shopping, culture, street art, really cool things going on in the Mission District. We're going to do a pub crawl. We want to do another tour through a different neighborhood in town. We're trying to decide where it's going to go. And then the last thing is that we want to do like a weekly meetup here called Wild Wednesdays or something like that, where we just get everybody together from the tours, we hang out, put on a little concert for them, cheap drinks all night, just a way for everyone to meet more friends and meet a lot of other tours.
It's been a pleasure to have you here today on this walking tour by the bay. It really means a lot. Oh, the sights we saw and the good times that ensue. I just hope you all learned a thing or two. here on Wildest Sand.
One more time, it's here in San Francisco, but please don't call it Frisco. Please don't call it Frisco. Whoa. Thank you, everyone. Thank you. Good night. Right on. Well, thank you guys so much for coming out on the tour today. Hopefully you guys had an awesome time today.